Imagine this. You're standing at a job site gate at 6:45 a.m. Workers are walking in with hard hats, tool belts, and coffee mugs. A supervisor stops one of them and asks, "Do you have your OSHA 30?" The worker nods confidently and walks in. Another worker steps forward and says, "I have OSHA 30, but in general industry. Is that okay?" The supervisor hesitates. The worker's face drops. And in that moment, you realize something important. Not all OSHA 30s are the same. Welcome to Workplace HSE Explained. Today, we're diving into one of the most confusing questions in safety training. OSHA 30 construction versus OSHA 30 general industry. Which one is right for you? And trust me, choosing the wrong one can cost you job opportunities, credibility, and even your safety career. So stay with me till the end of this 4-part series because the answer is not as simple as it sounds. Let's start with the basics. OSHA 30 is a 30-hour safety training program designed to build strong safety awareness for workers, supervisors, and safety professionals. But OSHA doesn't offer just one version. It offers two, construction and general industry, and each one is built for a completely different world. Think of it like this. Construction is chaos. It's loud, dusty, constantly changing, and full of high-risk activities. Every day, something new is being built, demolished, lifted, cut, welded, or installed. Hazards appear and disappear within hours. The environment is unpredictable. General industry, on the other hand, is stability. Factories, warehouses, manufacturing plants, logistics hubs. These places run like machines. Processes repeat. Workflows are controlled, hazards are consistent and easier to manage. Two different worlds, two different risk profiles, two different OSHA 30 courses. But here's the twist. Many workers don't know the difference. They take the wrong course, show up at a job site, and get rejected. Or worse, they take a course that doesn't prepare them for the hazards they actually face. So in Part 1, we'll break down the core difference between construction and general industry. In Part 2, we'll explore the topics covered in each course. In Part 3, we'll talk about which industries require which course. And in Part 4, we'll help you decide which OSHA 30 is right for your career, with a powerful outro to wrap up the entire series. Let's begin with the foundation. Construction OSHA 30 is designed for dynamic, high-risk, constantly changing environments. General industry OSHA 30 is designed for stable, process-driven, controlled environments. But that's just the surface. In the next part, we'll go deeper into the modules, the topics, the hazards, and the real-world scenarios that separate these two courses. Stay tuned. Part 2 is where the real comparison begins. Before we compare the two OSHA 30 courses, imagine this scene. A new safety officer walks into a construction site for his first day. Excavators are roaring, scaffolds are rising, sparks are flying from welding torches, and workers are climbing ladders like it's a race against time. The supervisor hands him a checklist and says, "You'll need to inspect the trench, verify fall protection, check scaffolding tags, and review crane lifting plans." The officer freezes. He whispers, "None of this was in my OSHA 30 general industry course." And that's when reality hits him. The wrong OSHA 30 can leave you unprepared for the hazards you face every day. So let's break down the actual topics covered in each course, because the content itself reveals why these two trainings are worlds apart. OSHA 30 Construction, built for high-risk, high-change work sites. This course focuses on hazards that evolve every hour. It covers fall protection, the #1 killer in construction, scaffolding safety, inspections, load limits, access points, cranes, derricks, hoists, and rigging. Excavation and trenching, cave-ins, soil types, protective systems, steel erection, connectors, decking, controlled decking zones, power tools and heavy equipment, concrete and masonry work, welding, cutting, and hot work, electrical hazards in construction, material handling and storage, demolition safety. Every module is designed for environments where hazards appear suddenly and can kill instantly. Construction OSHA 30 teaches you how to survive a job site where one mistake can change everything. OSHA 30 General Industry, built for stability and process control. Now picture a manufacturing plant. Machines hum in rhythm. Forklifts glide through aisles. Workers follow the same steps every day. The hazards are serious, but predictable. This course focuses on machine guarding, nip points, rotating parts, lockable guards. LOTO, lockout tagout, energy isolation, authorized versus affected employees, walking working surfaces, hazard communication, HAZCOM, industrial hygiene, noise, chemicals, exposure limits, ergonomics, forklift, and powered industrial trucks. Confined spaces, non-permit and permit required, electrical safety and industrial settings, emergency action plans, fire prevention and extinguishers. General Industry OSHA 30 prepares you for environments where processes matter more than speed and consistency matters more than chaos. The key difference: Construction OSHA 30 teaches you to manage dynamic hazards. General Industry OSHA 30 teaches you to manage controlled hazards. Both are powerful, both are respected, but they are not interchangeable. In Part 3, we'll go deeper into which industries require which OSHA 30 and why choosing the wrong one can block your career path. Stay with me. The clarity you need is coming next. Picture this. A young technician named Arjun applies for a job at a large construction company. He proudly submits his resume with OSHA 30 certified written in bold. The hiring manager scans it, pauses, and says, "This is OSHA 30 General Industry. We need OSHA 30 Construction." Arjun's confidence collapses. He spent 30 hours learning safety, but not the safety that this industry needs. And this is exactly why understanding which OSHA 30 applies to which industry is critical for your career. Let's break it down clearly. Industries that require OSHA 30 construction. If the work involves building, altering, repairing, or demolishing structures, OSHA considers it construction. This includes residential construction, houses, apartments, villas, commercial construction, malls, offices, hospitals, industrial construction, factories, refineries, power plants. Infrastructure projects, bridges, highways, tunnels, railways, oil and gas construction, rigs, pipelines, terminals, telecom tower erection, solar and wind farm installation, demolition and renovation work. These environments are constantly changing. One day you're pouring concrete, the next day you're erecting scaffolding, and the day after that you're lifting steel beams. Hazards evolve every hour. That's why OSHA 30 construction focuses heavily on fall protection, scaffolding, cranes, excavation, and high-risk operations. If your job site looks different every week, Construction OSHA 30 is your world. Industries that require OSHA 30 General Industry. Now imagine a stable environment where machines run in cycles, forklifts move in predictable paths, and workers follow the same procedures daily. OSHA classifies these as general industry, including manufacturing plants, warehouses and distribution centers, food processing units, chemical plants, pharmaceutical manufacturing, automotive assembly lines, cold storage facilities, textile and garment factories, logistics and supply chain operations, data centers. Here the hazards are consistent: machine guarding, LOTO, ergonomics, chemical exposure, forklifts, and confined spaces. The environment is controlled, and processes rarely change. That's why OSHA 30 General Industry focuses on predictable, process-driven hazards. If your workplace looks the same every day, General Industry OSHA 30 is your path. But what about hybrid industries? Some workplaces fall between both worlds. For example, oil and gas. Drilling is construction. Refining is general industry. Mining. Surface work resembles construction. Processing resembles general industry. Utilities. Power plant construction versus power plant operation. Maintenance teams depends on whether they work on new builds or existing facilities. In these cases, your OSHA 30 should match the environment where you spend most of your time. The career impact. Choosing the wrong OSHA 30 can limit your job opportunities, reduce your credibility, leave you unprepared for real hazards, and slow down your safety career growth. Choosing the right one can open doors, increase your salary potential, strengthen your safety foundation, and make you a better protector of people. In Part 4, we'll answer the final question, which OSHA 30 is right for you? And we'll close with a powerful outro to complete this series. OSHA 30 Construction versus General Industry. Part 4 Workplace HSE Explained. By now, you understand the worlds of construction and general industry, but the final question remains, which OSHA 30 is right for you? To answer that, let's step into one last story. A safety professional named Mira had been working in a manufacturing plant for 3 years. She completed OSHA 30 general industry and excelled at machine guarding, LODO, ergonomics, and chemical safety. One day she received an offer from a major construction company building a new metro line. Excited, she accepted. But on her first day, she found herself surrounded by scaffolding, rebar, cranes, excavation pits, and workers climbing steel structures. Her training didn't match the environment. She realized she needed OSHA 30 construction to survive this new world. She took the course and suddenly everything made sense. Fall protection, trench safety, rigging, concrete work, demolition hazards. She transformed into a confident construction safety leader. Her story teaches one truth. Your OSHA 30 must match your environment, not your job title. So which OSHA 30 should you choose? Let's break it down clearly and simply. Choose OSHA 30 construction if you work on sites where structures are being built or demolished. Spend time around scaffolding, cranes, heavy equipment, or excavation. Are involved in installation, erection, or field construction activities. Move between different job sites frequently. Work in oil and gas construction, telecom tower erection, solar wind installation. Are a safety officer, supervisor, engineer, or foreman on active construction projects. Choose OSHA 30 general industry if you work in factories, warehouses, logistics hubs, or manufacturing plants. Deal with machinery, conveyors, forklifts, or chemical processes. Focus on LODO, machine guarding, ergonomics, or industrial hygiene. Work in stable, process-driven environments. Are part of operations, maintenance, quality, or plant safety teams. If you work in both worlds, some professionals float between construction and operations. If that's you, the rule is simple. Choose the OSHA 30 that matches where the highest risk exists. And if both are equally relevant, many professionals take both courses to strengthen their career. Career growth perspective. Choosing the right OSHA 30 can boost your resume, increase your salary potential, make you more employable, build your confidence, prepare you for real-world hazards, and position you as a safety leader. Choosing the wrong one can hold you back for years. OSHA 30 construction and OSHA 30 general industry are not competitors. They are two different languages of safety. One speaks to the chaos of construction. The other speaks to the rhythm of industry. And your career depends on choosing the language that matches your world. Whether you're stepping onto a dusty job site or walking into a humming factory floor, your safety journey begins with the right training. And now you know exactly how to choose it. This is Workplace HSE Explained. If this series helped you understand OSHA 30 better, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us create more powerful safety content that protects workers everywhere. Stay safe, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next video.